Aries, welcome. Welcome to Fire Fridays, Aries. Every Friday I read for you, and I'm here to read for your highest good and your highest outcome, because otherwise, what's the point? That's to the point, I suppose. Yes, I'm here to read for your highest good and your highest outcome. That's it. It is my pleasure to do so. Let me clarify. I'm enjoying myself. I hope you're enjoying yourself too. Hope your week's going well. Welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. Happy to see each and every one of you, of course. Today we'll be working with the Wild Unknown Pocket Edition and the Everyday Tarot. And I also have a Lenormand here, the Mondoc Lenormand, and it has an expansion pack of cards. So it's not a traditional Lenormand by any stretch. So we'll be working with that as well for a potential advice sort of mini spread at the end of the tarot. Should I feel the need, and so far today I have, so I think we're rolling with it. They wanted to be read today, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. But without further ado, let's get into your reading, my friends. We'll do 3 cards for the general energy here. We have the Queen of Swords. I'm kicking it off with the Queen of Swords. We've got, what else do we got? 2 more shuffles here. 1 more. All right, Queen of Swords. Whoa. Hello. We have the Empress. Okay. And we've got the 10 of Cups. Beautiful. Okay. Underlying the deck is the Star. Okay. Wishing upon a star. There's also an element of spiritual healing to this. Kind of similar to the Page of Wands energy to me, in the sense that there's sort of a refocusing on your something you're very passionate about and something you deeply wish for. And in so doing, you're recalibrating to your more authentic self. When you're really able to see and recognize what you truly want in life, it helps bring a sense of knowing yourself, you know? And that's always a very spiritually beneficial practice, is to get to know yourself as well as you can. So, big ups here. I love that. We have a very perceptive queen, a very, she can be harsh, but she sees things as they are and can call it like she sees it, right? And with the Star card there and this Queen of Swords, if we're dealing with another person, which I believe we are, because we have 10 of Cups and everything, you might be dealing with an Aquarius specifically, or maybe just an air sign. But if that's not the case, I think this is an energy that maybe you're in, Aries, where you've kind of been able to sort of cut through the BS in life and just sort of see things a little more clearly, see them as they are. You know, that you could think of it as cutting away the distortion, cutting away the filter, so that you could see exactly what you're dealing with in a very sincere way. I'm just checking the frame here. Let's see if I can. It's paused. Stupid. These watches are stupid, by the way. Don't ever buy an Apple Watch, and if you have already, it's okay. I did too. It was a dumb decision. It's pretty terrible. I don't like it. It doesn't operate that well. Hey, it's working now. Okay, good. Okay, anyway, I think that perception, or that ability to sort of cut away that distortion, is sort of bringing you into a bit of an Empress energy, which is basically putting you in a position where you're ready to sort of begin to build the empires, right? You're getting that distortion out of the way, I think, has enabled you to get into a space where now you're ready to create, it sort of birth new ideas. You know, the Empress is the divine mother, so think of it as, you know, birthing new ideas or passions or projects into your life, or really creating. You're learning how to become a creator of your reality in the truest sense. A master manifester, maybe. Then we have the 10 of Cups, which is beautiful happiness. This is sort of the ultimate card of happiness here. We have the couple and the young child just enjoying their emotionally fulfilled and happy lives. And I love that. As I picked this deck up, I saw the 7 of Swords on the bottom. There was a fox looking at me. And I hope that that's just a coinky-dink. But let's dive in here. What does the fox say? Channeling is a strange activity, my friends. I don't know what the fox says. But the way the fox was concealing a sword, it might come up now that I've talked about it so much, but the way it conceals the sword, it reminds me of that Queen of Swords, and that she's sort of can see through that. She can see through, she can tell that the fox is hiding a sword. You know what I mean? There's something, she's not falling for the trickery. So what does that mean? What does that even mean? All right, one more shuffle and we'll get into it, Aries. All right, regarding the Queen of Swords, we have Leo, Strength. We've got the Strength card. This is a season that we were just in, which is pretty interesting. I love that. We've got the Devil. Okay, Capricorn energy. And we have the Five of Cups. Yeah, there's been worry. Underlying the deck is the Six of Wands, which is, you see how the butterfly is flying out of that thicket of wands? This is about victory, and the victory comes through a metamorphosis or a transformation. It allows you to take flight out of the confusion and see things clearly. So there's a rising up here, okay, underlying. And I feel that's your energy. I think in the past, something had you stuck. Something had you bound and trapped and unable to let go. You know, the thing about the devil that's so funny is the devil doesn't hold on to us, we hold on to the devil. And that's the big trick. You know, resist the devil and he will flee from you. That is the Bible. And I just did this for some reason. I'm not a huge fan. I used to be, not anymore. But that doesn't mean there's nothing good in there. I think that's kind of good advice in a lot of ways. Sometimes it's really us holding on to it. So there was this fear of loss or fear of this worry and this sorrow energy, right? Something you were afraid to let go of, I think you finally did let go of, and you recognized your own strength within doing so. You finally pulled that sword out, the sword of truth that the Queen of Swords possesses, and said, no, I'm going to see things for what they are. And you recognized that the thing that had a hold on you is just something that you were holding on to, and you let go of it. And that act of release was an act of empowerment, my friends. Yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. Well done. Good job. I like that. Congratulations, Aries. That is awesome. There's a lot of... feeling... Yeah. You feel good about yourself about that, too. I can tell. That's great. I love it. Aries. Okay, let's get some clarification on this Empress card. Yeah, let's get some clarification on the Empress. Aha. Okay, we got the Five of Pentacles. So we got the Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. Those are two very unpleasant cards. And it shows fives are oftentimes about changes and transitions and things. And these two especially, they're kind of, it's sort of like your reaction to those changes that are outside of your control. Which I think we kind of just addressed a little bit of that. But let's get some more clarification here. I need two more cards, please, for Aries, and we'll get into it. Yeah, the Five of Pentacles has definitely got that aspect of worry. And the Five of Cups has that aspect of sorrow or sadness. Well, okay, I have a hunch here, but okay, one more shuffle. We'll see what's going on. Page of Cups, or Daughter of Cups. Okay, Ten of Cups. Okay, the Ten of Cups come out twice. Both decks. When we have the Ace of Cups on the bottom, I think you've learned and are learning how to fill your own cup in a situation. I think what's going on, because I need to point this out as I throw all of my cards on the ground. The Page of Cups traditionally the page is holding a cup and envisioning the fish inside. It's a card of like manifestation and playful manifestation. We have this, it can be inexperienced, of course, but there's something beautiful about that. No, it's not a jaded energy. I think you've really figured out, in a sense, how to manifest filling your own cup. So with the Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles and the Devil that we had previously seen, it kind of felt like you felt like things were out of your control, that somebody was doing something to you, or life was doing something to you, like the devil's holding on to me, right? But that you've come to realize that you can fill your own cup. You can be satisfied within yourself. You know, this Ace of Cups is like, it can speak to brand new relationships and everything, but it feels like you're filling your own cup. You're learning how to do that. And I think that's really cool, because it really, like I was saying, the things that you felt were out of your control, the Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles thing, feeling sorrowful and feeling worry about things you couldn't control, you're kind of discovering like you kind of can. You're realizing that basically how you react to a circumstance is ultimately what gives you the control. So you're learning the deep secrets of the magician. Oh yes. All right, and we're back. Thanks for bearing with me there. I just had a lot of cards to pick up, and I wanted to make sure that I got them all off the floor, and giving this a good shuffle here, and we'll get into the Ten of Cups that we're clarifying. So we ended with the Ten of Cups, and now we're going into the Ten of Cups, and we have the Ace of Swords. This is truth. This is clear communication, revealing truth, which I talked about the Sword of Truth with that Queen of Swords card. I think that's an energy that you sort of found, the truth. We have the Nine of Pentacles here, and this is a card of again, enjoying the fruits of your own labor, and really being materially blessed and satisfied. I feel like you've really just taken charge of your life and kind of recognize that you don't have to participate in the energy that everything is against you, that everything's that the world's out to get you, or take your pick, right? Whatever it happens to be. It's generally a sort of a victim mentality, and we all fall prey to it in various ways. And kind of one of the hilarious observations is how that works. People accuse other people of playing the victim whilst playing the victim, and in various forms. It's part of our programming, politically, religiously, socially, all that stuff. And it's just a funny thing to observe when you sort of hack that aspect of the matrix, and you're like, yeah, everybody feels like a victim, and everybody thinks everybody else is being a complainer. While they're yelling at the barista for making their latte too foamy or something. It's a wonderful world. It makes me smile, because it's just sometimes just like, well, we're all guilty. We all do it. And then our final card is the Emperor. Aries, this is actually your card, technically speaking, Emperor. And I've been describing you as an Empress this whole time, because that Empress has been there. Now we have the Emperor. There is a combination of your masculine energy and your feminine energy really coming into balance right now, and it is creating a power within you. A very powerful force. And then in a very, not in a very literal sense, but perhaps, some of you are going to find your counterpart. We had this Ten of Cups come up twice. We had the Ace of Cups come up. I feel like some of you are actually getting ready to find your actual counterpart in this life. The person that you can build an empire with, the person you can create with, the person that will really bring about this Ten of Cups happiness, this joy. And one thing that's really cool about this particular Ten of Cups is, notice all of the cups are being poured into one another in sort of beams of light, but, take it as it resonates. It's also the chakra colors, by the way. They're all being poured into one another, and no water is lost. So you and this person are going to have the ability to just fully pour into one another and never run dry, you know, never run dry. Like you will be filling each other's cups in the most beautiful way. I think that's really beautiful. We have the 7 of Cups on the bottom right now. I think that just sort of an emphasis on like, well, yeah, the choice is yours. You could choose it. You have the old and familiar, like you have the 6 of Cups here, right? And this in the upright position, with that 7th cup inverted. And it's like the 6 of Cups is the long-standing familiar thing. It's usually a very positive card, and so I don't want to put a negative connotation on it, but it's like, do you stick with the familiar? While being in the familiar, you have this moon up here, which is sort of talking about your inner world, you know, and the feminine, of course, as well. But there's a wondering. It's like when you're in the familiar, you have this wondering about what other possibilities there may be. And when you're chasing that new thing, you know, and you're in this masculine energy, there's a slight eclipse around it. And it's sort of like, it makes you think about what was and if you made the right decision. So very contemplative energy here. You do have decisions to make. That doesn't necessarily mean literally walking away from an old relationship to a new one or anything like that. It could have to do with anything like careers, lots of things. The 10 of Pentacles was underneath. I feel like that choice that you need to make is sort of, I feel that the universe is really trying to show you that you can let go of something in order to find that empowerment within you, to find that Emperor energy that is rightfully yours, or that Empress energy, or both. Why not embody both and be a very, very powerful and happy person? Power comes in many forms, by the way, and I think being able to be happy is probably the most powerful thing you could ever be, because no one can ever touch you. All right, we have the 2 of Cups that wanted to fly out and say hello. So we just talked about Empress vibes. We've got a partnership here, potential partnership on the horizon for you. Oh, Ace of Swords is on the bottom again. Yes, it's true. Yes, it's true, my friends. You have to cut out the BS, though. That Queen of Swords that we started with, you have to cut the BS out. All right. 2 of Cups. Cut the BS out with the Sword of Truth. Speak clearly, honestly, communicate openly. And if somebody isn't reciprocating that, call them out on it. No more time. No, there's no time for... There's no time for fluff. I don't know why I'm saying that, but you're just not going to put up with it anymore. Like, if people just are lying to you for no reason, especially for no reason, like the white lie stuff that people just have a tendency to do, no. You're done. No more. You can call it out. You don't have to take their heads off, but, you know, call it out if you want. We have the Knight of Cups. Okay, so the 2 of Cups, the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is like, this is Mr. Wonderful rolling in on his horse to offer a cup of love. This is a mature offer of love. So, yes, your respective counterpart may be on the horizon here. And we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a card of tradition. This is a card of, it can represent marriages and stuff, but this is authority, this is tradition, this is about mentors, this is about teachers, things like that. I think what it feels like to me is that the person, the counterpart that maybe you are hoping to find or waiting for, they're going to have a lot of things to teach you. They're going to have a lot of things to teach you. And I think that's a big key with relationships, is like being willing to listen and learn from somebody else rather than feeling like you're the one that's going to be doing all of the imparting of wisdom. This person has some wisdom for you. And I believe you'll be very receptive to it, because you'll be able to discern, again, with that Queen of Swords energy, like what the bullshit is and what it isn't, right? 5 of Cups is underlying the deck. The 3 cups are knocked over, and the 2 cups are upright behind you, right? They're available to you. And then we have the 2 of Cups here. So this This is suggesting that if something is being cleared out of your life right now, it may be making space for this. So don't be afraid. Don't fear it. Remember that. You're holding on to the devil. The devil's not holding on to you. I've never said anything like that in my life before. It's a very weird... I don't know. I've never really thought of it before. But yeah, I think we hold on. Sometimes we hold on to the devil. All the devil does is accommodate our whims sometimes. You know? That said, that is a very blanket statement. Take it as it resonates. I just feel like it's applicable to this situation. You need to recognize that fact that you can let go of something. And if you do, I feel like something way better is waiting for you. All right, let's get a little 3-card Lenormand advice-ish vibes thing, and then I'll send you on your way. Aries. Yes. All right, I'll do one more shuffle here for the Lenormand, and we'll get right into it. All right, I'm going to move these a little bit. All right. So our Lenormand is, we have the, these are pelicans, right? No, they're storks. What the hell are these things? Birds? Aquatic birds. This is a card about migration, by the way. Migration, travels, things like that. We have money. We got coins here. And we have mice. The mice, this is incremental. Underlying the deck is the chameleon. Reading underlyings in Lenormand is not traditionally something you do. I think it's a call to flexibility in how you create. I think it's a call to stay flexible about how you create. I feel like this is telling you, like, yes, you have a partnership. You've got something coming in for you, that you're going to be working with this person and building an empire. It's going to potentially cause a lot of migration or forward motion. Like, you may have to physically move at some point for this. It is something that's going to bring you a lot of wealth and a lot of prosperity, but it's going to be incremental. It's going to be a little bit slow. Mice pick away at things, you know. So it might take some time. It also, obviously, mice working together can accomplish more than one mouse by itself. I think there's a little bit of a teamwork thing here. I know it was a little out of the box, but you and the other person are going to be picking away at this vision that you have, and it's going to ultimately give you the opportunity to have that wild success with the coins. Okay, so you're going to have some success, some riches. And then, yeah, again, maybe a call to flexibility, because like I said, it's not going to come in like, you know, sweepingly fast. I feel like it's going to take some time to build. When you see your respective emperor or empress, they may not have 2 nickels to rub together. You don't know. Like, you're meant to build something with them, so they may not have anything super indicative of their status, in a sense. Emperors don't always look like emperors, and neither do empresses. So when you two come together, that's, I think, when the magic happens, and you will build something together. That doesn't, so you don't, if they already have a lot, then, you know, fine, good, but they may not. That's all I'm trying to say. They may not. It's gonna be something you're gonna build together over time. So you've got a journey to go on with this person. It's going to bring you into new spaces, like physical locations, and it's going to bring a lot of wealth, but it's going to take time to develop as well. So Aries, wow, that's a really crazy good message, I think. It's very positive. It feels like a big, long game message as well. So stick with it. Use your sword of truth. Use your discernment and cut the crap out of your life that needs to be cut out. And I think as you do so, you are paving the way towards a new future with your empire co-builder. Okay. Thanks for watching, Aries. I hope to see you next week on Fire Fridays. Subscribe if you're not and you liked the video. You can like the video too. I would like that. Wouldn't that be fun? Anyway, I will see you next week if you care to return. Okay. Bye, Aries.